Hard work won't make you good at football. There's something else that you need to do that'll make you better at football, and it's way better than hard work. And this video is for those who have been working hard, who have been putting in the work, who have been disciplined for over a couple of years. And if you haven't been playing football for a couple of years, or been consistent, or been disciplined for these past years just working out, then this video isn't for you. But this is for the ones who have put in the work over years and years and years, have pushed themselves each and every day, and have been in the moment whenever they're working out. This video is for that type of person. And a misconception I want to address in this video that you may be getting right now is that, why is he saying hard work won't get you better at football, bro? You gotta work hard to get better at football. Which is right, but working harder won't always get you better at football. Example of this is whenever I was working out 6 days a week, twice a day some days, so maybe like 3-4 days out the week I'll work out twice a day, and the other days I'm still working out 6 days a week, and it's high intense every day. So I'm getting 1 day of rest, and my sleep better be on point. But so as I'm doing this, as I'm hitting the weight room, as I'm hitting the field, I'm doing my plyos, I'm doing my hit routine, my mobility routine, all of that, I'm running my routes. Whenever I was doing that, I was talking to this girl, okay? And whenever I was with this girl, I would stay up all night with her. I wouldn't get as much sleep. I started eating less than I normally do. So whenever we stopped talking to each other, we were on bad terms. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go harder, because that's what I did in the past. Before, I was super consistent. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go harder. I'm gonna work harder than I've ever worked before. But I'm already going 6 days a week, not getting as much sleep, not getting my nutrition in, 1 day of rest. I'm already doing all of that. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go harder. So I started staying up, I started working out, doing my same workouts. Then I worked out at 11 p.m. and I would just run on the treadmill with a weight vest and some sweats on. That's what I would do. I will go harder. And I'm telling you, if you're already going hard and you're doing everything that you need to be doing, you do not need to go harder. You just need to do the same thing you've been doing and up the weight, like progressive overload. But do not add more hours. Do not add more sessions just because like you see all these little clips on the internet, these 30-second clips of people saying, oh, I work harder than you. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna work harder than you. I'm gonna do it more than you. And bro, if you go down that path, you're just gonna run yourself into the ground, okay? And I'm about to tell you just the stuff that once you're doing everything right, like you're doing drills that make you better at your technique, you're doing the right speed stuff, you're lifting the right way, you're not chasing a number, you're just getting better, you're just getting stronger, trying to up that weight 5 pounds a week, maybe 5 pounds every other week, just going at your pace. Whenever you're doing all of that, and if you don't know how to do that, my whole channel is about that. My whole channel is about getting you right, teaching you how to work out and how to become the best football player you can possibly be. I'll link a video up right here that'll help you with whatever I just said, and if you want to learn more about that. But this is after you've been doing all of that, after you've been consistent and you've been working hard, bro. Now the things, you already separated yourself from the bench players, okay? If you've been consistent and working hard and running routes, then you already separated yourself from the bench players. You're already a starter, that's good. But how are we gonna separate ourselves from the starters? From the people who are already starting, from the starters on the other team, from the starters on our team? How are we gonna separate ourselves? And that's when this comes in. This is the ultimate separator. Your thoughts, your belief in yourself, the heart you have. That is your next level. That is how you separate. You already separated from the bench. That's how you separate from the starters. Is your mind, your heart, your belief in yourself, of who you are. Okay, so now the next level for you is to do your research on flow state, on the subconscious mind, on internal and external focus, and the power of your words. These 4 things are your superpower. Do these. I'm gonna give you some little tips right after I just talk about this, but these 4 things: flow state, your subconscious mind, internal versus external focus, and the power of your words. All of these are basically like the same thing, but you do your research on these, you will be a high performer at whatever you do in life, whatever you do on the field. You know how to gain knowledge from these 4 and apply it to your life, to your position, to whatever moment you're facing, whatever adversity you're facing. Those 4 things Bro, you're unstoppable. Everything I just named is all matched into one. And flow state, if you don't know what flow state is, here's a video about flow state, me teaching you about it. But basically what it is every human has experienced this flow state. And it's whenever you're just in the moment. You're not thinking about time. You're just super present. You're focused. You're having fun maybe, but you're just immersed in the moment. You lose track of time. And a lot of this can be whenever you're just playing sports with your friends, or you're just in a competition, or you're just vibing to music. You're not even thinking about yourself. This is a flow state. The best athletes are in that flow state. Michael Jordan, LeBron, they get in that flow state. The players in the NFL, the high performers in the NFL, all the stuff they do on TV that you see, it's all just natural. Because when you're at your natural instincts, you're faster. You're tapping into your human instincts. So you don't have to think, so you're one step ahead. If you're thinking about what you're gonna do next, what your next move is, how you're gonna throw the ball, how you're gonna tackle this dude, you're one step behind. The dude that you're trying to tackle, if he's in flow, he's gonna get you every time. That's flow state. You gotta learn how to be in the moment and just let your instincts take over, because that's when you are the best at pretty much everything, okay? And that's what internal and external focus is. External focus is that flow state. Internal focus is whenever we're in our thoughts, whenever we're thinking too much, okay? The only time you really want to be in internal focus is like when you're making big decisions and you're sitting down, you're contemplating about it, or if you're like learning something new. That's really the only couple of times you want to be in internal focus. But whenever you're on that field, you better be externally focused, not worrying about what is this, oh, is this girl in the bleachers? What are the fans gonna think of me? What are my teammates gonna think of me when I do this, when I do X? That's internal focus. Worrying about things, overthinking, all of that is internal focus, and all of that is BS. You're the only person that's feeling that overwhelm of thinking you have to be a certain way because it's acceptable that way. Okay? That's all in your head. None of that is real. It's the power of your subconscious mind. And that leads me into the subconscious mind. Is you're tricking your mind into whatever your belief system is right now. You're saying the same thoughts over and over, and your subconscious mind accepts whatever you give it, okay? So your conscious mind is whenever you're thinking, your internal focus. Your conscious mind is, you can say, okay, look at me, I'm white. I say yes. And so my subconscious, I accept it, okay? What if I say I am fast and I say, no, I'm not fast? I can choose between if I'm fast or not fast. My conscious mind can. But my subconscious mind, if I keep saying I'm not fast, then my subconscious mind will accept that I'm not fast. And it's whatever you constantly repeat to yourself, one, and it's whatever you believe with emotion is what changes in your subconscious mind. So you've already been doing this your whole life, tricking your mind and playing into whatever you tell yourself. That's what your subconscious mind believes, and whatever you attract what you are. Okay, so if you always tell yourself you're slow, your subconscious mind is gonna show out into the universe how slow you are. But if you start telling yourself you're fast, you start seeing improvements. You start running faster. You start beating people in races. You start running past people. You tell yourself you're the best on the field. You start making plays. And if you really believe that and you just keep on going with it, bro, you're so powerful. What I'm making this video for is to, like, whatever things about you that you don't like or qualities that you don't like that you can change, start in here first. Start flipping it around. Man, I go hardest on the team. I don't get tired. Instead of, oh, my stamina sucks. Okay, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. That's what you repeat to yourself over and over. And this can be with anything in life. Whatever you want out of life, whoever it is that you want to be, whatever qualities that you want to have as a football player, you want to be the fastest on the team, you want to have the best hands, you want to be the best DB. You got to tell yourself that. You got to be the one to believe in yourself, okay? And you got to repeat that over and over. Okay, so whatever it is that you want, and that's what you start telling yourself that you are. That's it. And you just believe that, and you act as if you are that person. You want to be like Jalen Ramsey? Tell yourself you have qualities like Jalen Ramsey, and go about life acting like that. This is me just telling you this, but like, people have won Nobel Prizes about quantum energy and how the quantum field works. There are infinite amount of parallel universes that you can jump to. And you might think I'm talking out my ass right now. You might be like, bro, this dude has no idea. He's just yapping, he's chatting. I'm telling you, bro, you look it up. There are infinite amount of parallel universes. And the thing with infinite amount, if there's a new outcome, there can be a universe where I'm wearing a red shirt right now, and I'm telling you this, or I'm wearing a red shirt and I don't know, I have a mullet, I have a fade right here. Or if I have a purple shirt and I'm outside, I'm filming this video outside. Bro, there's an infinite amount of universe. You can consciously jump to whatever universe you want it to be. So if you want to be the best player on the field, then jump to that universe that you are that best player on the field and be that person. I know this sounds like a bunch of like hocus pocus bullshit, but like, I'm telling you, this universe, this world that we live in is very spiritual. You already separated yourself from the bench warmers. This is what's gonna separate you from the starters. This is what's gonna get you noticed by the coaches. This is what's gonna get you noticed by the college coaches, get you performing how you wanna perform, is believing that you are that person that's able to score 5 touchdowns, that's able to get 3 picks in a game. Believing that yourself that you are, that's able to force fumbles, that's able to juke and hurdle people. Whatever it is that you want out of life, football or not, this is how you separate yourself, by using this hack, by acting as if you are that person that you want to be, and not apologizing for who you are. Why are you good enough? If somebody asks you, why are you good enough? Because I'm just me. That's it. This is me. Take it or leave it. You don't like me, then oh well. You can't get everyone to like you. You won't get every single opportunity in football. You won't get every single offer. You won't. So be okay with it. That's how you separate yourself. So do what I say in this video about becoming the man that you are and acting like it, like how that person holds himself throughout the day, how he talks to people, how he works out, how he eats, how he says no to certain things, what he says yes to. And I'm telling you, your life will change. So hard work, at some point you're doing all the hard work you need, and you could be neglecting the mental work. So if you're neglecting the mental work and you think only hard work will get you there, you are completely mistaken, very mistaken. Because the person that believes in himself that he's the best player on the field, that nobody will stop him, that person will destroy you if you don't have any belief in yourself. If you're working out 6 times a day, not 6 times a day, 6 times a week, every day, but whenever you step on that field and somebody presses you in that moment, you feel like you suck and you don't go as fast because you just don't think you're good enough. Whoever wins in that moment, whoever believes in himself that moment, that's who's gonna be the best, okay? And I know I talked a little bit about flow state. If you wanna learn more, then I have a video right here that'll teach you way more about it and maybe go into more depth. I don't know which video I went more into depth in, but this video right here will teach you a little more about flow state.